Okay, I think we're good. We're live. Now I have a different window. It shows both of us. All
Oh,
right. So are you the youngest candidate for governor?
yeah, no, I am. I'm the youngest candidate for governor at 22. Yeah.
What made you decide to run for governor?
I was born and raised in California, and I've been part of the public education system my whole life. I graduated from UCLA. It just seems like it seems like I've seen California struggle for so long, and being born and raised here and seeing how everything works, I really think I have a lot of feasible platforms that can fix the state for all people. And I'm just sick of seeing the few in power who are dictating how everything should be for the rest of us. And yeah, and part of the
That's
reason,
irrelevant now.
yeah, and also I wanted to encourage young people and the everyday person that running for governor or changing the environment or the state, you can do it. You don't need money or fame, because a lot of people dictate that in California to be successful, you need money or fame to do well in these elections. I wanted to show the everyday person that you don't need that. You just need a will and a plan. So yeah.
Well, how is your campaign being received?
It's been really good. I mean, I've gotten a lot of attention. I've been in a lot of articles by the student newspaper. So the younger people are really, appreciating my platforms with the education. They sympathize with how I see it through such a young perspective. The Indian community is definitely getting behind it also because the Indian community definitely hasn't had that much representation in politics. So they've been taking it pretty well. I mean, the only people, I guess there are some naysayers that say, oh, you're so young, why didn't you run at local level? I mean, there's always that critique, but for the most part, a lot of people have been saying it's a fresh campaign. It's a new way of looking at things. So it's been going great so far. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And, I deal with naysayers a lot. And
Yeah.
don't let them, dampen your enthusiasm. It's an adventure.
Yeah.
Now, tell us, we are especially interested in younger people because,
Yeah.
As younger people come into the voter rolls, they're more aware of ferrets. They don't have the stereotype that older people have. Older people have been really difficult for us to deal with.
Yeah, no.
What do you know about ferrets?
Well, I mean, growing up, I always knew, it was always, kind of pop culture references in the classes and stuff. You always hear about, how ferrets are legal in 48 other states, but here in Hawaii, they're not legal. And there's been a huge battle, at least from a lot of environmental groups in our state government, about legalizing ferrets. So I kind of knew about this topic all throughout growing up. I mean, I researched a lot of it in high school, and now, when you guys invited me to this, I started researching it again. I mean, I'm all for legalizing ferrets. I think the arguments against it are pretty outdated and not true. I think a lot of it is people just don't want to do their job. That's all it comes down to. It's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think you got it. But, I'm surprised to hear that, in high school, this was an issue, that you were aware of it.
No, so I was part of speech and debate. I took that as an elective. So a lot of times we debated resolutions, bills, hot topics in California. So there were numerous times where we debated the ferret issue in high school. So that came up and up and up. And I was a pretty big, I don't know, I was always fascinated by animals and the, ocean animals. I was always fascinated by sharks and, the fishes and different types of animals there. So ferrets were always something that I had my eye on just because of the speech and debate. But yeah, it was, I mean, especially in schools, it was actually referenced a lot of times, pop cultural references, but yeah.
You froze there. There we go. That's I'm learning a lot. This has been really handy. I hope the quality of the video is good that, we can broadcast it. I'm really grateful. So tell me though about yourself. Are you still a student or are you out of school now?
No, I graduated from school in June, so now I work at this virtual reality company in San Francisco. So
wow.
That's been really fun. I mean, it's cool seeing how all this new technology is kind of fixing a lot of these outdated problems and stuff. So I mean, it's been pretty. That's why also I wanted to run. I'm seeing how all this new stuff, new technology can fix a lot of problems we faced for so long. And yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, for that I've been working remotely lately though while I campaign, but it's been awesome. Yeah. Yeah,
technology is normally wonderful. A few bugs. So what are your plans after the election if you're not elected?
If I'm not elected, I'm going to still fight for some of the stuff I believe in. There's one of my arguments is that the Board of Regents, which governs the 9 UC campuses, the president of that board and the president of the UC system got caught hiding $175 million from students last year. And a lot of the regents have voted to increase the tuition of international students. So something I'm fighting for is the governor no longer has the power to appoint those board of regents. It'll be elected by the students. So it'll be more representative of the students. And like, I guess even if whatever happens in the primary, I'm going to still fight for the stuff I believe in. You know, I want to encourage young people to get involved. I want to encourage the everyday person to involve. And like I said, you know, it never ends here. It's always, you know, the next step. So it's been a great.
Yeah, who knows what it will be. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So that's your last. Let's pronounce your name.
Shubham Goel. Shubham Goel.
Oh, I've just been murdering it. And you're Indian American?
Yeah, Indian American. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we don't see a lot of Indian Americans in politics.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, it's weird. Like there isn't much representation, which is why it's been cool because I've been getting to talk to a lot of Indian Americans here, and you know, a lot of people really want representation for our community. So that was, you know, that's cool to see also that I'm trying to help and yeah.
A trailblazer.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, blaze the trails. Yeah.
You know, I really enjoyed talking to you, and I really appreciate. Is there any final word you'd like to say?
No, just I really hope one day that I wake up and see on the screen that ferrets are legal. That'd be pretty cool.
All right. Believe me, wouldn't it? All right. Well, best of luck, and we'll get this video on. And I really thank you for taking the time to talk to us and being one of our guinea pigs as we try to master the technology.
No, I feel it. Thank you so much. Best of luck.